And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Granville Central School Gymnasium. As tonight, Nivet Media Sports brings you high school basketball. It's the American Legion Tournament, the Granville American Legion Tournament, the 45th year of the Granville American Legion Basketball Tournament. And I've been a part of this tournament for a long, long time, and it's probably one of the longest running tournaments, if not the longest running tournament in the entire region area. I know the Glens Falls Grandstander tournament has also been a long time running, but I have been involved in this tournament as a player. I have been involved in this tournament as a coach and as a sports writer and broadcaster. This the 45th year. I'm Keith Harrington. I'll have the call for you tonight, and we've got Brett and Eric along with us. Brett doing the camera work, Eric the producer, and here in the opening round, we have the homestanding Golden Horde of Granville coming in with a record of 1-5, but a deceiving record of 1-5 as they have played a very, very difficult early season schedule. And the Eagles of Bolton, who come in 4-0 on the season and looking to advance to tomorrow's final. Now, a strange twist here in the tournament. The first game of the afternoon was supposed to be between the defending champions, I believe the defending champions, the Burton Academy Bulldogs, and they were supposed to take on the Thunder Chickens of Doane Stewart. And Doane Stewart had illness running rampant through their team, and they had to cancel out of both today and tomorrow's games here in the tournament. So Burton Academy has automatically, by a forfeit, punched their ticket to tomorrow's championship game. And the Bulldogs, always a formidable opponent out of the Manchester, Vermont area, will take on the winner of this one in tomorrow's championship game. And there will be no consolation game, as it'll just be a championship game between the winner of this one and Burton Academy tomorrow afternoon, early evening, at 5:30, and it'll be win and go home here tonight in this game. Or maybe I'll have to check the time, and maybe they're starting the championship game earlier. I have to go back and check my text. They may be starting that. I think they are. They're starting that championship game at 4 p.m. tomorrow, so they can run the JVs back-to-back championship game at 4 and get everybody on the drive home a little bit earlier. So I correct myself on that. But nonetheless, business to take care of here tonight. First, who will be the team that plays Burton Academy in tomorrow afternoon's championship game? Today's game is brought to you live from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. Also brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel of Granville, Barlow Electric of Granville, Scarlatta's Car Hop of Granville, and Fred's Hometown Pharmacy, all of Granville. Glad to have them along with us as our sponsors all season long here on Nivet Media Sports live coverage of high school basketball. So, as I said, Granville comes in 1-5, but they have had a brutal schedule to start the year. They opened up the season against a Hudson Falls team, was a bigger school, plays in a higher classification, then played a traditional powerhouse in Hoosick Falls non-league, and then went to the Coaches versus Cancer event and took on Duanesburg. And I was just reading this week how Duanesburg is a team that many people think can be a contender in the Class C sectionals. Very good team there. So they took on 3 very, very good teams non-league to start the season. And if that wasn't enough for the Golden Horde, they opened up Adirondack League play against the Corinth Riverhawks, who a lot of people think are the favorite to win the Adirondack League title this year, and then went on the road to take on North Warren, who is the defending Class D state champions and has, of course, Samaj Kyler, one of the best point guards in the state for small school basketball, or maybe any basketball for all that matters. So, it's been a tough schedule for the Golden Horde against some very tough competition. 3 non-league games against very highly touted programs, and then opening up against 2 of the top teams in the Adirondack League. Of course, you got to throw Whitehall into that mix. Coach Keith Redmond's team in action tonight against Hartford in the opening round of their tournament over in Whitehall. Tomorrow night, as soon as we get done here, I'm going to hop in my truck and scoop myself over to that tournament to provide coverage of that tournament for you, so we can get the stories in our papers next week. But that Whitehall team is a team that they're 6-0. They're good, folks, and they've got Latrell Evans, one of the best players in the area, who has been on a tear here early on, and they are a team that is going to be a threat in the Adirondack League as well, along with Corinth and North Warren. So it looks like we may have a little bit of a delay. I think we're getting ready to have an announcement. I guess it's just going to be the announcement of the lineups. We only have one official out there right now. That's Tim Bailey. So we are obviously waiting for a second official. So there we go. There was the announcement. So they are short an official right now, and the start will be a little bit delayed, possibly. But it's been one of those years, I guess, for this tournament. 45 years this tournament's been played, and now tonight you've got one team backing out and one official not here on time, and it just seems to be one of those years. The Section 2 Code of Conduct being read to the fans. And now we're going to have our national anthem with the American Legion Color Guard coming out for that. We'll pause and then be back for your starting lineups. So let's listen to the national anthem.
While we wait for the color guard to get in position, this is the 45th annual Granville Post 323 Christmas tournament.
Our national anthem, of course, the color is presented by Granville American Legion Post as they march off.
Tonight's game officials are Mr. Bailey and Mr. Wall.
So right now we only have one official, Tim Bailey. I don't know, we're 2 for 2, or at least you guys aren't, Brett and Eric, but I am. I'm 2 for 2 on officials being late for games I'm broadcasting here at Granville. Something I said, something I did, I'm not quite sure. Starting lineup for Bolton, number 2, Jackson Egloff. Number 3 is Jace Hubert. Number 5 is Sullivan Eager. Number 11 is Will Hans. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 23, Liam Foy. And a little side note here, Egloff is 23 points away from 1,000 points. Could get that tonight. Now the starting lineup for Granville. Number 1 is Isaiah Guyton. Number 2 is Cole Plude. Number 24 is, looks like we had a little mix-up down there. Cam Rathman is number 4. Number 30 is Joel Nelson. Number 23, Liam Farrell. So it looks like we had a little switch or confusion about the starting lineup down there. So as you look at your screen, Bolton is in their road green with the white lettering, white numbers, white stripes down the side, coming in with a record of 4-0. And as I was saying, Jackson Eagleoff, number 2, 23 points away from eclipsing the 1,000-point career mark. And the interesting thing about it, he's only a sophomore. So what a career Eagleoff has had as a Bolton Eagle. And he'll take the floor out there with Jace Hubert, as I mentioned, Sullivan Eager, Will Hans, and Liam Foy. And for Granville, it is Guyton, Plude, Rathbun, also Nelson, and of course Liam Farrell. So we're ready to jump it up and open things up here in the 45th annual Granville American Legion Tournament. Granville wins the tap up to the hoop with the layup off the glasses. Rathbun shot is no good. Here comes Bolton with the basketball with Jackson Eagleoff. Puts it on the right side on the baseline. They go down low to Foy. Kick it out. Eagleoff, three-pointer on the way. Short off the front iron. Farrell rebound. Lost the handle briefly. Now here comes Plude. Man-to-man here by the Eagles. Here's Nelson back up front for Plude. And now it looks like they switched to a 2-3 zone. Here's Farrell. Little handoff play for Guyton. Guyton gets in the paint. Finds Rathbun. 13 on the shot clock. Farrell's going to let it go for 3. No good. Long rebound for Nelson. Kicks it out for Rathbun on the way for 3. No good. It's going to carry him out of bounds over in the far corner. And it's going to be Bolton basketball just underway here in Granville. Hans will put it in play, guarded by Nelson. It comes in for Eagleoff, guarded by Guyton. Across the timeline. Looks to set the Eagles in their man-to-man offense. They go down low here for Foy. Foy shot no good. The putback up and no good. And that was by Jace Hubert. And the rebound. And that'll go against Bolton. And it's against Will Hans, his team's first of the ball game. Plude brings it across midcourt. Up high now for Farrell. Little handoff play for Guyton between the circles. Guyton finds Plude on the right, foul line extended. Goes down low for Farrell. Blocked by Foy. Farrell gets it back. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Here's Rathbun. Rathbun's going to reset with 10 to shoot. Rathbun spins. Might have got away with a travel. Kicks it out to Farrell on the way for 3. No good. Here come the Eagles. Eagleoff down court. Found Huber. Down low for Foy. And Foy got caught switching the pivot feet. It's going to be Granville basketball. So nobody's put the ball in the hoop here. Almost 2 minutes in. No score. Granville and Bolton in the opening round of the Granville American Legion Tournament. Post 323. Winner plays Burton Academy of Manchester, Vermont in the final tomorrow afternoon. Plude gets a high screen from Farrell. Puts it up off the glass. Gets the roll. And it's 2-0 Golden Horde. Here's Hubert. Brings it across the timeline. Against the pressure. A little stop and go move. Now Eagleoff. Eagleoff on the baseline. Hubert, little floater. No good. Rebound for Guyton. Here's Guyton. Forces the issue. Good job in transition by Bolton. They'll now fall back into what looks like a matchup zone. Rathbun on the way for 3. Left-hander, no good. Farrell, another left-hander with the rebound. Can't get it to go. The rebound pulled down by Foy. Here's Hubert. Spins. The jumper off the mark. Foy! And the foul on Farrell. Must have got him with the body. Looked good up high. But they're going to send Foy to the line to shoot 2. Talking about Jace Hubert, key member, I should try to say, easy for me to say, of the Bolton Warrensburg soccer team that's been so successful. A lot of these guys, all sport athletes, talking to some of the Bolton people earlier, being the size of the school they are, they have to have high participation percentage. Foy gets them both. We're tied at 2. All minutes in here to the opening round of the Granville American Legion tournament. Here's Plude, uncontested across the timeline. Little floater in the lane, rolls around, no good. Foy has the rebound. Gets the outlet out to Hans. And now Eagleoff brings it across at the offense. Gets the high screen, has it stripped. And a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go on Isaiah Guyton. That's his second team foul against the Golden Horde. Hans will trigger it in for the Eagles. It comes in to Hubert. Down low for Foy, up and good. 4-2 Bolton coming up on the midway point of the opening quarter. 2-3 zone by the Eagles, matching up out of it. They go down low for Farrell. Jumper on the way here from Nelson. Got the roll! Joel Nelson with a friendly rim. And he puts Granville back up 5-4. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff needs 23 points tonight to get 1,000, yet to score. Here's Foy. Nice job making defense there by Hans. And Foy gets the easy bucket to make it 6-5. Nelson thought about it. Down low, Farrell. Foy got a piece of it. Here's Plude. To the bucket. Rathbun spins. Nice footwork there by Rathbun. And he get go. As seesaw back and forth battle early as the Horde are back on top 7-6. Here's Hubert. Hubert now the handoff for Eagleoff. Guarded by Guyton. On the baseline now for Hans. Hans thought about the three. Nelson stepped up defensively. Here's a turnover. Guyton with the steal. It's a 3-on-2. Guyton's going to take it himself. He's going to be called for the charge. And that's going to be the second foul on Isaiah Guyton. And that's going to get Granville going to the bench. And that's going to be Trey Mason checking in for the Golden Horde. Mason, the quarterback on the Granville Whitehall football team this fall. Here's Eagleoff. His team down a point, under 3 minutes to go. Nice backdoor cut. Hubert rejected by Farrell. You know, I'm a big Knicks fan, and you watch Mitchell Robinson when he's actually healthy for the Knicks, and he's one of the best shot blockers in the league, and he uses the left hand even though he's right-handed. Well, Farrell's left-handed, so he's already got an advantage as the shot is up and no good from Hubert. Here's Mason, and it was knocked away by Jace Hubert. Good hustle, but getting back to my point, they say it's easier to block a shot on a right-handed shooter, which most people are, with the left hand. So with Farrell already being left-handed, even easier for him. Plude's going to let it go straight on three. It's short, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Golden Horde. Pressure here by Granville. Hans gets it in for Hubert. Foy comes up to set the screen. Foy down the lane, out of control, kicks it out. Eagleoff on the way for three, no good. And it went out of bounds. Last touched by Hans. So it's Granville basketball. So one of the downfalls about having Doan Stewart have to leave the tournament is now the loser of this game literally goes home. They don't get to play tomorrow. So it's really a win-and-go-home game here tonight. And the thing that stinks about that is, I mean, there's nothing they can do about it if they've got sick players. I get it. But you lose a game off your schedule. Shot up and no good by Plude. Jace Hubert with the rebound, just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Hubert pulls up, kicks it out, jumper on the way from the corner, three, good. Will Hans knocks down the three-pointer. Rathbun quickly at the other end. And as I said earlier, Bolton with a great job defense. Not a good job there in transition. I don't think the score is right up on the scoreboard here. Turnaround jumper up and good from Eagles. 9-8, but Bolton, I don't think they ever got that. They had 6 when they got three-pointer, and that was never put up there. I'm almost 100% sure. 30-second timeout called by Bolton. I believe it was 7-6 when they hit the three-pointer.
I think that's what we're looking at here. We're going to see maybe they take a second to re-examine the scoreboard
right.
During this timeout.
Right. So Brett right on top of it. Yeah, it was. I'm sure it was 7-6 at the time. Anyway, let's talk about our sponsors while somebody else more qualified than us figures the rest of the stuff out. Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturer in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. And all games here on Nivet Media Sports are brought to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. So right now, apparently that score is going to hold. 9-8, Granville. Here's Egloff to the corner, down low for Foy. Foy, nice cross-court pass. Hubert on the way for three. Baseline, got it. And it's 11-9, Bolton. Here's Plude, goes inside for Farrell. Foy had a hold of the arm of Farrell. Should be a non-shooting foul, I think. It's on the floor. Yeah, it's going to be underneath. That's going to be the first on Foy. Second on the Eagles as a team. 50.2 to go in the quarter. 11-9 Bolton. On the way, jumper from the baseline. No good. Trey Mason had the rebound. Bolton looks to run. Here's Hubert. Hubert tough in transition, but lost the handle there. And they say it's still going to be Bolton basketball. Matt Velodica has checked in for Granville, number 5. Look out for him. Velodica, dangerous three-point weapon for the Horde. Inside off the out-of-bounds play. Nice catch and finish. Bolton Eager. Here's Plude at the other end, way short. The rebound by Hans. Hans finds Egloff. Tried to get the steal. It goes out of bounds. 15.6 to play in the first quarter. The shot clock is off. Bolton can hold for the last shot. Here's Egloff. Finds Hubert. Getting some pressure there from Plude. 8 to go in the quarter. Egloff's going to let it go. Good. Battle for the rebound. And Foy, after the good hustle for the rebound by Hans, gets it to Foy. He puts it up and good. And at the end of a quarter here in Granville, at the 45th Granville American Legion Post 323 tournament, our score, Bolton 15 and Granville 9. Tonight's game brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel. The Pine Grove Motel, newly renovated rooms, comfortable and cozy in Granville, New York. 518-361-0488 for the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. Generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric. And also by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Call 518-642-2445 for Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food and all their ice cream choices. That's Scarlotta's Car Hop of Granville. I still think there was a three-pointer missed in there, personally. It was 7-6, and then they hit a 3, and maybe they only called that a 2, but evidently it's correct. So on the floor for Bolton with a 6-point lead. It is their starting 5, Hans, Egers, Foy, Egloff, and Hubert. For Granville, it's Velotica, Mason, Farrell, Guyton, and also into the game, Jacob Noonan. Three-pointer on the way from Velotica, no good. The tap out. Here comes Hubert. One-on-one with Noonan. Goes to the bucket, whistling a foul. And to the line will be Jace Hubert. I mentioned Jace Hubert, one of the best soccer players in the Adirondack League this past fall. And he gets the first free throw. And 2 for 2 for Hubert. And it's a 8-point lead for the Eagles. Here's Guyton. Up top, Velotica. Lost his traction a little bit there. Was able to recover. Farrell, baseline jumper. Good. Liam Farrell strokes one from the baseline. And it's 17-12. Here's Hubert. Egloff yet to score, by the way. And almost losing it, but they try to go in for Foy in the paint. Now they do lose it. Velotica got in front. The pass for Guyton. Couldn't get it to go. The follow by Velotica, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hans. Here's Egers. Finds Hubert. Down low for Foy. Foy spins, gets the roll. 19-12 Bolton. Just underway, second quarter. Jumper on the way, Velotica for 3, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Egloff. Egloff finds Hubert, right foul line extended. Looks to go to work on the baseline. Little bump, little contact. Shot no good. Foy, the rebound, tries the jackknife. Gets it rejected by Farrell. Here's the outlet. Noon into the bucket. Gets the roll up and good. 2 minutes gone here in the second. It's a 5-point lead for Bolton. Egloff's one of those players, though. You watch him play, even though he hasn't scored tonight. Here's a 3-ball from the corner. Now he has. Right on cue, Jackson Egloff with the baseline jumper. But he does a lot of other good things, was the point I was getting ready to make. Shot no good by Velotica. Farrell, the rebound, kicks it out for Velotica. Shot up no good. The rebound by Foy. Here's Chase Hubert. Hans on the way. Corner 3. No, almost got the roll. Noonan had it. Got it knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Granville basketball. Looked like it went off the leg of Sullivan Egers. Andrew Morehouse checks in, number 4, for Bolton, replacing Hans. 5:25 to go, second quarter, an 8-point lead for Bolton. Guyton on the way for 3, halfway down and out. And here's Morehouse. Keegan Bryant, number 32, is checked in for the Golden Horde for the first time. Here's Morehouse, tried to play it off Farrell, lost his balance, was falling out of bounds. Bounce pass broken up by Egloff. Here's Hubert. Hubert, Egloff left alone. Corner 3, no good. Farrell had the rebound and went off his fingertips. It should be Bolton basketball. It is. Substitutions here for Granville. Cole Plude is back in. Also Cam Rathbun back in for the Golden Horde. Nice ball movement here by the Eagles. Spin move. Yeah, it looks like a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Rathbun. Eagers was getting harassed, but the Golden Horde called for the foul. That's the first on Rathbun, second team foul of the quarter for Granville with 4:43 to go before the half. An 8-point lead for Bolton. Here's Jace Hubert. Gets the high screen. Hubert down the lane. No good. Foy, nice head fake, and the foul on Farrell. Nice job by Foy. Gathered himself, got the rebound, gathered, head fake, back up, drew the foul, drew the contact. Just a really, really solid play by an experienced player in Liam Foy. That's the second on Farrell. Third of the quarter on the Golden Horde. That could spell trouble for Granville. It's coming back in for Bolton is going to be Will Hans. Farrell will sit down with Joel Nelson back in for the Golden Horde. Foy can't complete the three-point play, but there's Hubert with the offensive rebound. Hubert on the way for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Keegan Bryant. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Jace Hubert. That's his first, team's first of the quarter. So a non-shooting situation. Coming up on the midway point of the second quarter, an 8-point lead for Bolton. Here's Plude. Now Nelson. Nelson pulls up. Now finds Isaiah Guyton. Here's Guyton in the lane. Rathbun got grabbed there by Hans. 7 on the shot clock. Plude lets it go for three. No good. Rebound pulled down for Morehouse, but he lost it, and Guyton retrieves it. Guyton finds Keegan Bryant, and he stepped out of bounds, stepped on the baseline. 3:42 to go in the half. An 8-point lead for Bolton. Here's Eagleoff. Now 20 away from the 1,000-point mark. He's going to have a long way to go to get it tonight. It's been a bit cold here early on. Nice dish. Foy may have gotten away with a walk there, but a beautiful pass from Will Hans, and it's the first double-digit lead of the ball game at 10. Here's Nelson. Finds Plude. Plude down the lane to the left hand. Can't get it to go. The rebound by Foy. Here's Morehouse with now under 3 minutes to go in the half. A 10-point lead for the Eagles of Bolton. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff down the lane off the glass. No good. The rebound by Cam Rathbun. Here's Rathbun to the rack. Up and good. Count it. And he's going to go to the line with the M1 looking for the three-point play. Foul's going to be on Morehouse. That's his first, team's second. So much needed bucket there for the Golden Horde. Rathbun gets the free throw. Checking in is going to be Farrell. Farrell's got to be careful here playing with those two fouls. He'll replace Keegan Bryant. Little pressure here from the Golden Horde. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff pressured by Rathbun. Gets a high screen from Foy. Pulls up. Foul line jumper. No good. Foy with the rebound. Here's the outlet for Plude. Down for Isaiah Guyton. Guyton goes down low. Farrell off the glass. Count it. And the foul. And Farrell's going to go to the line looking for the three-point play. That's going to bring Eagers back in the game, replacing Foy. That's the second on Liam Foy. Third team foul of the quarter for Bolton. Farrell off the front of the iron. The rebound pulled down by Hans. Finds Eagers. Up top for Hubert. Gets a screen. Nice move there by Hubert. Sets Plude down, though can't get the jumper to go. Guyton tries to save it. It was already out, says Tim Bailey. Officiating by himself at this point. And doing a fine job at that. 5-point lead. It was 10. Little 5-0 run here for the Golden Horde. 2 minutes to go in the half. See if they can slice into that deficit a little bit more. 2-3 zone for the Eagles. They like to match up out of it. Here's Nelson. Now Plude. Baseline jumper. Rathman on the way, no good. Farrell skies up for the rebound. Up off the glass and good. It's back to a 3-point ball game. It's a 7-0 run. Here's Eagleoff trying to silence the crowd here and silence the Granville run. I thought he lost it personally. They say it's Bolton basketball. Very tough with the one official here. He comes in for Eagers. Morehouse throws it up, no good. Farrell the rebound. Here comes Plude. A 3-on-2. Plude down the lane. He got absolutely mugged there by Hans. And he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Minute 18 to go. Bolton's going to take a timeout. And it's going to be a full. So with the timeout on the floor, we'll take one and be back in just a bit. Right now, let's tell you about our sponsors, such as Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. Fred's Granville Pharmacy is located in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. The number to call, 518-642-3733. That's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy, one of our proud sponsors of high school sports all winter long here on Nivett Media Sports. Also brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of our Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Back here at the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Cole Plude on the line for the Golden Horde. And he gets the first one. It was 24-14 Bolton. And they haven't scored since. Plude gets 1 out of 2. The rebound pulled down by Hans. Got a bandit coming from behind, and Guyton. And then Guyton blasts into Morehouse. I think that's, I like the call by Coach Bailey, or official Tim Bailey, not Coach Bailey. I think it's absolutely the right call to not call a foul there. It was aggressive contact on both of their parts. Just a hard basketball play. Sometimes in the officiating world they call it, it looks bad, it's just a train wreck. No foul. I like the call. Definitely Bolton basketball, and I like the play on, no foul on that play. Comes in for Eagleoff, just over a minute to play. Here's Eagleoff. Wanted to shoot the three, gets it on the baseline for Jace Hubert. Lots of time on the shot clock, doesn't matter. Here's the steal. Plude to the bucket, no good. It's going to go out of bounds off of Bolton as Will Hans came in crashing. It's an 8-0 run for the Golden Horde. 55.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Guyton off the inbounds, and then Nelson for the lead. No good. Farrell, the rebound up and good. And Farrell's tied it at 24. 10 straight points for Granville. Here's Eagleoff. About a 13-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Hubert. Hubert looks to penetrate, kicks it out for Morehouse. Morehouse, nice pass down low, shot up and good by Sullivan Eagles. Beautiful job breaking down the defense there by Bolton, and they have a 2-point lead. Shot clock is off. Granville can hold for the final shot. Flood with 12. Now starts Granville into their offense. With 9, here's Nelson. Bolton comes out to be aggressive. Rathman in the lane. No good. Batted around. Guyton with 2. Blocked. And that's going to do it for the half as Will Hans comes up with a block and denies Isaiah Guyton as time expires here in the first half. So an exciting first half. Bolton opened up a 24-14 lead. Granville answered with a 10-0 run to tie it at 24. And then the bucket inside by Sullivan Eagles. And that put Bolton up by a deuce. And then the big defensive effort, the block by Will Hans on the Guyton attempt. As time was running down in the quarter. And Bolton goes to the locker room with a 26-24 lead over Granville here in the opening round of the 45th Granville American Legion Post 323 Christmas Tournament. The winner to get the Bulldogs of Burn Burton Academy here tomorrow afternoon. We're going to take a break right now. We'll come back for what looks to be an exciting second half we have in store for you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Our score at halftime, Bolton 26, Granville 24. This is high school basketball on Nivet Media Sports. to Granville Central School, the Granville High School gym, for the 45th Granville American Legion Post 323 tournament. First round matchup between the host Granville and visiting Bolton. And the winner will play Burton Academy of Manchester, Vermont in the championship game tomorrow. And we're underway here in the third quarter. Bolton had a 10-point lead at 24-14. Granville went on a 10-0 run late in the half to tie the game as Liam Farrell goes up, and I think that's the third on Liam Foy. And we do have two officials now, by the way. But after Granville came back and tied it, as Farrell misses the first free throw. It was Bolton taking the lead on a bucket from Sullivan Eagers off a beautiful pass from Andrew Morehouse. And Farrell misses them both, and it goes out of bounds off Foy. It'll be Granville basketball. And then a big defensive play, a big block shot by Will Hans on a shot attempt by Isaiah Guyton at the end of the quarter. Preserved the 2-point lead for Bolton, and that's where we stand right now here, coming to you live from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center in Granville tonight. Plude gets on the baseline. Rathbun, corner three. Can't get the roll. Long rebound pops out to Nelson. Back for Cam Rathbun. It's Rathbun, Plude, Guyton, Farrell, and Nelson on the floor for the Golden Horde. Down low, Farrell. Up and good. Smart strategy there by 96. Foy with those 3 fouls, and they go right after him on that possession, trying to get him to get that fourth, which would make a big difference in this game. Here's Hubert from the baseline, fouled by Nelson. So Jace Hubert's going to go to the line. We're knotted up at 26, a minute into the third quarter. Hubert drops in the first one. The winner gets Burton Academy tomorrow afternoon at 4 in the championship game. Hubert gets them both. Bolton coming in here unbeaten on the season at 4-0. Granville 1-5. It'd be huge to get to the finals of their tournament. Farrell halfway down and out. Foy the rebound. Hubert's going to bring it up across the timeline. Spins. Down inside. Foy, nice head fake. Blocked though by Farrell. Beautiful block by the left-handed Farrell. They catch it, transition, and finish. What a beautiful pass and finish by the Golden Horde. We're tied at 28. Big fella makes the block at one end, gets out, runs the floor, gets rewarded at the other end, scores the layup. Hans left wide open, corner three, and he got it. That's a 3-point lead for Bolton. Got some real exciting action now here, folks, after a little bit of a sluggish first half. Nelson for three, no good. Rebound by Foy. Excellent box out there by Liam Foy. Bolton electing to keep Foy in there with the 3 fouls at the moment. Hubert on the way, straight on 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Farrell's got it. Farrell comes out running. And a take foul in transition there by Egloff. Egloff, his first. Second team foul of the quarter against the Eagles. Egloff needed 23 points to get 1,000 tonight. And the 3-point in the corner, good from Joel Nelson. And we're tied again at 31. Egloff, though, has only scored 3 points, I believe, so far tonight. Hubert's shot is short. The rebound by Hans. Here's Egloff. No good. Long rebound. Foy runs it down. Inside for Hans. Tries the over-the-head pass. It might have hit the bottom of the backboard. A smart play there by Cole Plude, knocking it off the leg of a Bolton player. 5:07 to go in the third. It's been a long time since the Golden Horde have led this ball game. They've got a chance right here. Here's Nelson. High post. Farrell turns around, gets the roll. And Granville leads it 30-31. They came all the way back from a 10-point deficit. Farrell once again with the block. Guyton down the lane, floater, no good. Battle for the rebound, Foy hauls it in. Here's Hubert. Hubert between the legs, floater in the lane, good. Beautiful move by Chase Hubert. And we're back tied at 33 here in Granville. Here's Plude, picked up by Egloff, and we've got contact away from the ball. And it looks like it's going to be on Will Hans. Loose ball foul on Bolton. The third on Hans. So the foul trouble starting to become an issue for Bolton. Morehouse is back in. Hans has 3. Foy has 3. Here's Plude, now Guyton. Guyton slashes down the lane. A lot of contact there. That might have been the 4th on Hans, but he got away with it. We go under 4 minutes to play. In the third, we're tied at 33. They double Egloff. He gets it to Hubert. Hans, foul line jumper, no good. Tipped up, no good. And it lands in the hands of Liam Foy. Here's Nelson. Rathman down the lane. No good. Hubert looking to break the 30-33 deadlock. Finds Egloff. Morehouse, step back 3. No good. Rebound by Guyton. And a held ball. And the possession arrow favors Bolton. 3:12 to go in the half. Tied at 33 here in the opening round of the Granville American Legion Tournament. Morehouse comes in for Hubert. Defended by Plude. Looks like he pushed off. He did. Extended the forearm. They're going to call that every time. That's going to be the 4th team foul for Bolton here in the third. And it's going to be the 2nd foul on Jace Hubert. Matt Velodica's back in for the Golden Horde. Definitely the right call there. He definitely extended the forearm to create some space. Here's Plude, gets the screen from Guyton. We're looking for Farrell on the baseline, now between the circles for Guyton. Guyton looks to get in the lane. Kicks it out for Velodica. Jump stop, traveled. A lot of people misinterpret that call. He was good until he fell down. Jump stop is legal. Jump stop and a step after that, not legal. And that was the difference there on that play. Because the jump stop, he was okay. Even though everybody usually yells travel. It's not. But afterwards, the extra step, the fall down, that was the travel. Cross-court pass, dangerous. Somehow it got to Hubert. Shot no good. Foy up strong off the glass. Bolton grabs the lead back at 35-33. And taken away by Egloff. Knocks it off the leg of Plude. And no, they're saying Egloff was already out. Sullivan Eagers coming back in. Replacing Morehouse. Good quality minutes there from Morehouse. Comes in for Plude. His team trails by 2, coming up on 2 minutes to play in the third. Here's Nelson, little toss and catch with Velotica. They run a baseline screen. Guyton kicks it out. Plude, 10 on the shot clock. Nelson, Farrell, he likes that spot, but he's short. Guyton kicked it out. And should there have been a reset? 3 ball on the way. They got a reset. I'm not sure if there should have been a reset. Nonetheless, irrelevant now. Here comes Hubert. It's an offensive foul. I didn't think the shot by Farrell hit the rim. It's going to be a full timeout call by Bolton. Minute 44 to go in the third quarter, and it's 35-33 Bolton. Tonight's game brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel is newly renovated. The rooms are newly renovated and beautiful, comfortable, cozy. Located in Granville, New York. Book your room for your next stay. 518-361-0488. 518-361-0488 for the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Also brought to you by Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable. Master electrician, licensed in both New York and Vermont. They do generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531. That's 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric. So after the timeout, minute 44 to go, third quarter, except for that spurt where Bolton led 24-14, it's been tight throughout. Granville answered with a 10-0 run to tie it, and now it's a 2-point lead for the Eagles late in this third quarter. Here's Nelson. Trey Mason is checked in. Velotica wanted to go to the low post for Farrell, but they threw it away. Bolton basketball, a 2-point lead. The Eagles trying to keep their record perfect on the season and trying to set up a date with Burn Burton in tomorrow night's finals. Eagleoff straight on 3, no good. He's been off the mark tonight. Kicked out. Hubert attacks the baseline, finds Foy, head fake, no good, gets his own rebound, up and good. Liam Foy working hard on the offensive goals. And it's a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Mason left alone for 3, good. Trey Mason, it's Trey time. He knocks it down. Brings it back to a 1-point game at 37-36. Eagleoff at the other end, no good. Farrell rips down the board. Beautiful pass. Mason in transition. Can't get it to go, but a whistle and a foul. Bolton crowd over on the far side getting a little antsy. I think they liked it better when there was one official. Gotta be honest. Oh, Trey Mason has some jewelry on that has to be removed. And then he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I mean, let's face it, Jackson Eagleoff's going to get his 1,000 points. He's 20 away. Unless he has the fourth quarter of his life. If he's not tonight, could get it tomorrow. If they win this game. Mason gets the first one on the bank. Can't get the second one. Battle for the rebound. And it's pulled down there by Sullivan Eagers. Here's Hubert. We're tied at 37. About a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock here. Eagleoff finds Hubert. Eagleoff left wide open. Can't get it to go. Just not his night tonight. 18 seconds to go. Granville looking for the lead. Nelson, good for 3. 37 Horde. 7 seconds to go. Here's Hubert. 3 seconds to go. The runner. The putback. No good. And we're through 3 quarters here in Granville with our score Granville 40, Bolton 37. 45th annual Granville American Legion Post 323 Christmas tournament. It's going to be a thriller in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a bit right after we hear some words from our sponsors. Tonight's game brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food and all their ice cream choices. Call 518-642-2445. 518-642-2445 for Scarlatta's Car Hop of Granville. Can't wait till they open up in March. Also brought to you by Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. Located in the Big Lots Plaza. Call 518-642-3733. That's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. We get ready to play here in the fourth quarter, 40-37, Granville. The winner gets Burr and Burton in the championship game. Tomorrow at 4, the loser literally goes home because Doan Stewart pulled out of the tournament last second because of illness. So there's only 3 teams in the tournament. Granville with the basketball. Here's Plude on the floor with Nelson, who lets it go for 3. No good. Farrell the rebound. Kicks it out. Velonica for 3. No good. Farrell again working hard on the glass. And a whistle and a foul. And that's on Foy. That's the 4th on Foy. First of the quarter on the Eagles. That's going to be a major issue for Bolton. They elect to keep him in there. They're going to go with him at this point. Plude on the way. 3. No good. Long rebound for Nelson. Nelson looked, thought about it. Up top for Plude. Plude lost the handle. Somehow came out the other side with it. Mason, the floor up and good. Trey Mason with the floor. It's a 5-point lead. Checking the lineups. It is Plude, Mason, Nelson, Velonica, and Farrell for Granville. Egloff, Morehouse, Eagers, Foy, and Hans for Bolton. Here's Hans. Little step back from the baseline. No good. Short. Liam Farrell, the rebound. Granville in transition. Mason. Nice move. Couldn't get the layup to go. Gets it back. No good. Farrell. No good. Granville certainly has their chances. Farrell again. Can't get it to go. And finally, Foy collects the rebound. Man, Granville would like to have that possession back. 5 opportunities. Couldn't get one to go. Egloff, the runner on the baseline, good. 3-point lead for the Horde. Jace Hubert gets ready to check back in for Bolton, who has some pretty serious foul trouble. Plude on the way for 3. Too long. Comes down, though, for Velonica. Nelson couldn't get it to go. Farrell, no good. The rebound pulled down by Eagers. Looking to slice into a 3-point deficit. Egloff looking to take over and become more aggressive, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the line. Egloff needed 23 to go over 1,000. Only a sophomore. He's only got, I believe, 5 by my count tonight. Short on the first free throw. Guyton's going to come back in. Rappin's going to come back in for Velonica and Nelson. Somebody just went back to the locker room for Bolton to get worked on. Egloff gets 1 out of 2. It's a 2-point ball game, 2:40. Just under 6 minutes to play here in Granville. Winner gets Burton Academy in the championship game tomorrow night. Rathbun for three! Cam Rathbun knocks it down. It's a 5-point lead for the Horde. Here's Hubert. Morehouse thought about it. They looked to double team him. Out front now for Hubert. Hubert down the lane, pulls up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Farrell. Here's the outlet for Rathbun. Bounce pass, Mason, good! What a beautiful feed. And a finish. And Cole Plude down in the backcourt. Looks like they're going to get Jacob Noonan in for him. And he will come in for Plude. And Bolton's going to take a timeout. 5:18 to go. Granville on a roll. It's 47-40 Golden Horde. Let's talk about some of our fine sponsors who help to bring the live streams of high school basketball your way here on Nivet Media Sports, such as Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. They're our sponsor of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. And we're going to come back to the live action here. Checking in for the first time tonight for Bolton is number 1, Jacob French, as they're going to set down Foy with those 4 fouls. And Eagers is also on the bench, so 2 starters down right now for Bolton. Down 7, coming up on 5 minutes to play. Here's Hubert. Hubert wanted to go with the handoff to Eagleoff. Here's French down the lane, lost the handle. Granville comes away with it. Here's Rathbun. Rathbun, and he was fouled from behind by Morehouse. The foul was from behind. It wasn't on the contact in front. Rathbun will go to the line. Rathbun got the spinner to drop for him. 48-40 Granville. Short, Liam Farrell, the rebound, got the roll. It's the biggest lead of the game, the biggest lead of the first double-digit lead, I should say, for Granville at 10. They came back from a 10-point deficit, now lead by 10. Here's Morehouse. Up top, Eagers. Eagleoff for 3. No good, goes up over the backboard, out of bounds. Granville has taken over here in the first 4.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Rathbun finds Noonan. They double team him. Gets it out of there for Rathbun. Thought about it. Puts it on the floor. Gets in the lane. No good. Farrell blocked by Eagers. Here comes Bolton. Morehouse finds Hubert. Cross court. Eagers spins. Head fake off the glass. Good. Beautiful move by Sullivan Eagers. It's a game. Still plenty of time here for the Eagles with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, down 8. A lot of game left here in Granville. Battling for that spot against Burton tomorrow. Guyton, corner for Plude. And knocks it out of bounds off of Hans. And Foy is going to check back in with those 4 fouls. comes in for Plude, who checked his feet, thought he was closer to the half-court stripe than he actually was. Dribbles through some traffic, finds Guyton. Rathbun, 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Eagles. 3.5 to go, a chance to get closer here for the Eagles. Here's Egloff on the way for 3. Good! Jackson Egloff. He's not in his 1,000 tonight, but he's going to be a factor before we're done. He cuts it to 5 with just over 3 minutes to play. Here's Plume, the runner. No good. The rebound pulled down by Hans, but they almost turned it over. Loose ball, and out of bounds was Rathbun. Great hustle, though, by Cameron Rathbun. Touched the ball out of bounds, but great hustle on that play. That's what coaches like to see. Guys getting on the floor, getting after it. Here's Egloff. They'd like to see him heat up late. Takes it to the wing. Getting harassed there. Nice job defensively by Jacob Noonan. That's going to force a Bolton timeout. It's going to be a full. 2:54 to go here in Granville. It is Granville 50, Bolton 45. This is the 45th Granville American Legion Post 323 tournament. And we're going to go now to our sponsors. And we'd like to thank the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel. Newly renovated rooms, comfortable and cozy. Located in Granville, New York. Call 518-361-0488 for the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by Barlow Electric. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable. Master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. General installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric. After the timeout, let's set the scene. 2:54 to go. Granville just led by 10, 50-40. It's a 5-0 run for Bolton. It's 50-45. Winner gets Burton Academy. And the championship game at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Loser goes home. There is not a fourth team in the tournament with Doan Stewart pulling out due to illness. Here's Egloff. Wanted to get it to Hubert on baseline. Good defensive play by Mason. Hubert down low for Foley. Finds Egloff. This is a two-pointer. It's short. Run down by Egers. Knocks it off the leg of Plude. Great play there by Sullivan Egers. Fresh shot clock, minus a second for Bolton. 2:37 to go on the game clock. 5-point lead for Granville. Here's Egloff. Gets the high screen. Wanted the baseline jumper. Farrell jumps out to hedge on defense. Egers, backdoor cut. Hubert, nice pass. Foy, couldn't get it to go. Beautiful passing, beautiful work. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Plude at the other end, had it stripped out of his hand. It's going to be Granville ball underneath with 2:16 to go, up 5. Guyton puts it in play, comes way out top for Plude. Nelson's checked back in, number 30, Joel Nelson. Here's Nelson, up top for Guyton. Granville using that shot clock. Nelson for Plude. Bolton looks to double team, looking for that steal. Here's Farrell. Nelson. Plude goes on the attack. Drive and kick for Guyton. Baseline for Mason. 2 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Excellent defense there by Bolton, but I think Granville lost sight of the shot clock. They were not aware. The good part of that, without coming away with the bucket, though, for Granville, is they used a lot of clock, down to a minute 40 to go. 5-point lead for the Golden Horde. Here's Egloff. 3. No good. It comes back to Egloff. He'll let it go again. Got it for 3. Jackson Egloff. And it's a 2-point game with a minute and a half to go. I said it earlier, Egloff's not going to get those 1,000 points tonight, but he's going to have a factor in this game, and he'll get a crack at it tomorrow night if his team can pull off the win. Looking for the big stop. Mason and Granville's going to take a timeout. 1:09 to go here in Granville, the 45th annual Granville American Legion Post 323 Christmas Tournament. It is Granville 50, Bolton 48, a minute 9 to go, and a spot in the championship game on the line. Tonight's game brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. It'll be here before you know it, folks. Come enjoy some delicious food and all our ice cream choices. That's Scarlatta's Car Hop, 518-642-2445. Opening for the 2025 season in March. Also by Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. In the Big Lots Plaza, call 518-642-3733. That's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Of course, tonight's game being brought to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center tonight in Granville for the Granville American Legion Tournament. 45 years of this tournament, and there's been a lot of games just like this one over those 45 years. A minute 9 to go. Granville with the basketball, a 50-48 lead, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Nelson on the baseline from Mason. They go to Farrell, high post, and a whistle, and Hans called for the reach-in, but not yet going to be the bonus. It's going to be the third team foul on Bolton. Fourth, though, on Hans, which could be a factor as this one rolls on. Should reset on the foul. Nelson, baseline three. He got it. It's a 5-point game. Somebody was yelling about the shot clock to reset. It did reset because it was a foul. 5-point game. Eagleoff down the lane. Couldn't get the roll. Farrell the rebound. Scramble for the loose ball. Eagleoff, three, short. Battle for the rebound. Foy up and good. It's a 3-point game. 33 seconds to play. And they foul Plude. Not yet the bonus, though. They still got another one to give. It's only going to be the fourth. It's going to be the first on Eagers. Morehouse is going to come in, as is French for Foy and Hans with both 4 fouls, and they're going to put them right at the scorer's table. As soon as they foul here or get a turnover, those two will go right back in. It comes in for Nelson. Nelson might have got away with a travel. They're going to foul Guyton. That's going to be on Morehouse, and now you're going to see Foy and Hans check back in for offense. So nice job of coaching there with the offense-defense substitution. I remember coaching in high school once, and we were doing that, and had a parent come up afterwards and say, why did you kept switching my son in and out? Well, there's a strategy behind it. We're not just doing it, for the fun of it. Guyton with a big free throw to make it a 4-point game. Granville 26.8 away from a date with Burton Academy tomorrow afternoon. Guyton misses the second one. Foy, the rebound. They've got to go in a hurry. It's a 2-possession game. That's why the first one was important from Guyton. Eagleoff, deep three. Oh, it's halfway down and out. Foy, the putback, count it. And the foul, he's going to go to the line. Looking for the 3-point play with 14.9 to go. Liam Foy, strong on the offensive pass. It's 54-52. 14.9 to play. Bolton, if they get the bucket here, is going to try for the quick steal, and if they don't get it, they'll go for the foul. Foy makes it a 1-point game. Bolton's going to call timeout. And dispute over the score. I believe it to be right. Oh, yeah, except for the 3 that happened back in the first quarter. Yeah, we were actually looking at that, and the second half was getting ready to start. We didn't have time to finish watching the tape. But we were watching it. Nonetheless, water under the bridge. 14.9 to go. 54-53. Going to stay here and set the scene. The winner gets Burton Academy tomorrow. If you're just joining us or joined us late, Doan Stewart backed out. Burton got a forfeit bye, I guess you could say, but a forfeit all the way to the finals. Not all the way to the finals. Only took one game. It's not like they had to go through a 64-team bracket like the NCAA tournament, but they got an automatic bid into the final to play the winner of this one. And it's been entertaining. It's been well played. Both teams have had double-digit leads, only to get them back. And now 14.9 to go, 54-53 Granville. Guyton puts it in play for Plude. Plude being pressured by Morehouse and the foul with 12.6 to go. You got to extend the game at this point. You want to get the steal if you can, and if you can't, you foul immediately and extend the game. Of course, no more 1-and-1. All 2 shots once they go to bonus. So here's Plude. No, rimmed out on him. Halfway down and out. Tough break there for Cole Plude. Back in come Foy and Hans. The key here is going to be rebounding. Bolton wants to get the defensive rebound. Granville would love to get the offensive board. It's no good. Foy has it. It ends up in the hands here of Eagers. Tries to throw it over the top for Hubert. Hubert. Egloff for 3. No good. It's over. Granville holds on 54-53. And Bolton certainly had the opportunity. Great hustle play by Hubert. It got Granville defensively behind the 8 ball a little bit. And the opportunity was there. Egloff couldn't get it to go. And they didn't have time to put back opportunity. And Granville will take on the Bulldogs of Burton Academy tomorrow in the championship game. Both teams had 10-point leads in the game. Granville led 50-40 at one point. Bolton led 24-14. Both teams put together big runs to come back. It was a game of runs, and it came right down to the final shot. Basketball often a game of runs. Granville comes away with the 54-53 dramatic win over Bolton in the opening round of the 45th Granville American Legion Post 323 tournament. And they'll take on the Bulldogs of Burton Academy tomorrow. We'll be right here for that game at Nivet Media Sports. Let's once again thank our sponsors. Our sponsors for tonight have been Telescope Furniture. Of course, our sponsor of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also, the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Barlow Electric of Granville. Scarlotta's Car Hop, opening in March for the 2025 season of Granville. And Fred's Hometown Pharmacy, also of Granville. We thank them for being our sponsors for our winter sports season coverage here on Nivet Media Sports. That's going to wrap it up from Granville Central School. For our cameraman Brett, for our producer Eric, I'm Keith Harrington saying thanks for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow afternoon for the championship game of the Granville American Legion Tournament. This has been a production of Nivet Media Sports. Good night, everybody.